Okay, so I've just printed my test battery housing for the prototype 2. There's prototype 1 and prototype 2 is on its way. And I was mounting the heatsink in, bonding that in, because it's made of plastic, printed it. Certain sections need cooling, so I mounted the heatsink in, only to find out that what they call in the building trade is completely pissed. Skew width out by 1 degree, which is a lot, especially over that amount of distance and with the tolerances I'm working to. To give you an idea, by the time you get to the top, it's 5mm out.
Okay, this is the part here. You can see that distance. Ignore the silicon work. It's huge, tiny, terrible, absolutely terrible.
This was a 30-hour print, 420 grams lesson. So I thought, right, first things first, let's make a coffee and have a think about it. And a while ago, when I first moved back to here from uni, I put my printer on this table. You can see the potato cannon in the back. And when I put it on there, I didn't realise, but the whole sort of bed had sort of dropped or sloped down. It was weird, so the nozzle was touching and I was like, well, okay, the bed's dropped, so adjusting the bed screws, whatever, and it wasn't going all the way back up. I thought, that's strange. Just had to trim the springs, which looking back at it was a stupid idea because it should have indicated that it was something else. Anyway, trimmed those, it was fine, bed completely level. Problem solved, or so I thought, until I printed something that tall in that certain orientation. If it was this way around, the tilt isn't as noticeable, because what it's doing is this part here, it's all tilted over like that. If it's thin like that way, you're not going to notice it as much, but that other piece I printed long ways like that and it was quite tall, so then you could see the difference. And stupidly I hadn't thought to check to see if this was square previously, because it was before. Stupid assumption. So everything was printing pretty good. It wasn't noticeable, which is why I haven't picked up on it before. The layers weren't stepped or anything because the nozzle was completely level with the bed, so there was that. But stupidly I put it on this table and not that table. I'm gonna move this table out over to here so I can put all this stuff on it, because at the moment it's all on the floor. As you can see, it's chaos because there's a limited amount of space and I've got quite a lot of stuff and I've got to put it in places. Anyway, and I'm going to bring this table out, move this TV because I don't use it, and then try again. What we're going to do is try and fix this. The Creality comes as a kit, so it's this base piece and then this square top piece, and you essentially screw them together. You don't need to do any adjustment, or so they say, however you clearly do. The axis here, at the bottom, this was just too tight in, so effectively it was just bowing this. It would get tighter on the way down, so that just had to be pulled out a little bit. Did that with a couple of washers. Top bit I thought wasn't level, not that this actually matters, but it's because the floor isn't level. But what matters is, as long as this is all square within itself, it doesn't matter whether it's sitting on a level bed. It just has to be sitting on a flat bed so it's not twisted. So upon closer inspection we found out that it wasn't this that was out, because now I've measured this here to here and that's the same all the way down. So it was in fact this, which I should have guessed first but I didn't, that had dropped again. Well, that's because it doesn't have 2 Z-axis on it, so it's always going to happen, but we've probably reduced it down to about 1/2 degree, which is what it was at before. I can't actually get it any better than that with the adjustments on there, which is annoying without buying another Z-axis, but I probably don't need to do that for now. So to mitigate against anything like that, instead of printing across the bed like that where it's just going to get an exaggeration, so anything that's wide, we'll just print it that way around. Unfortunately, if it is square, then that is going to be leaning. But luckily we don't really have anything too square. It should be alright. We're just going to have to make do with that for now. and then buy a better printer when it comes to actually printing some of the next models or some more important stuff. So yeah, felt like a big old waste of time, but it's better than it was. So there we are, done for now.